these warnings that I put out there, as well as my brothers and sisters, we put out there because we've been awakened to the truth revealed in Scripture to those that seek the Father in spirit and in truth. Now, I'm not offended by all the hate that comes back my way, because the Scriptures tell us that that's what's going to happen. You people are under such a strong delusion that there's so many presumptions that you make when you hear someone preaching like this, as if I'm judging you or condemning you, or I am boasting in my works. It's like these are all false assumptions and straw man arguments and ad hominems. I'm telling you what it says in the Bible because your churches aren't telling you what it says in the Bible. And I'm telling you what it says in the Bible because even if you're reading the Bible, but you're doing it through the lens of the apostate church, which indoctrinated you and brainwashed you. And I'm not here to debate or fight or argue. Now, it sounds like I am. I understand that. But that's urgency. It's not urgency in the sense that, like, you got to listen to me. Like, I'm right and you're wrong. That's like the last thing I could ever think of. That's never, ever, ever my attitude or my disposition whatsoever. Okay? I lie not. It's more of an urgency that I also have to fulfill my obligation to Him to warn you, because that's what He's called me to do. If I don't do it, then I'm not obeying the instruction of Abba Yah either. Now, you're not there yet where you can go out and warn people because you haven't heeded the warning yourself. So don't take my word for anything, or any man's word for anything. Go search the Scriptures, but you better do it in spirit and in truth. How do you do that? Well, you have to be in covenant. You have to have a heart that's orientated toward serving, seeking, and following God through His Son, who He sent to refresh the Holy Covenant. All the prophets say this. Peter in the New Testament, Acts chapter 3, is quoting from Deuteronomy chapter 18, verses 15 through 19, almost word for word. In fact, Peter even says destroyed. I know that's not going to tickle your ears, apostate Christians. But Peter says all who will not hear that prophet, that's Messiah, and hear means obey. I mean, what good is it to hear and not obey? I mean, have any of you raised any children? Your children hear you, but if they're not obeying you, they're disobedient. Are they perfectly obedient? No. They're children. If they need to do their chores, are they supposed to do them perfectly? No. That's wickedness. But if they have a heart to serve and they're unselfish and they recognize that, they have to clean up after themselves, learn how to dress themselves, learn how to brush their teeth, learn how to make their bed, learn how to clean up their toys and put them in like the toy chest. Just simple instructions. That's what God expects from His children. Do His 10 commandments, and He added no more. But you wicked, rebellious children, and I was one for 50 years, so I'm not better than you. I've just been awakened before many of you. Okay? So you're going to learn this eventually. You should learn it now before you go into Great Tribulation, because you don't know if you're going to survive the 5th and 6th seals.